So,
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 how's it going, everybody? Uh, Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dave.
I'm Ben.
How is everybody? Good to hear. Good to hear.
Dave, I don't think I said anything.
It's an illusion.
Like the cake?
hmm Everything's a
Oh,
cake.
we could use some cake right now.
I could use another sandwich. Pretty hungry.
What kind of sandwich you get or make?
Uh, I cooked up some turkey bacon in the microwave, and I had some regular turkey breast, Swiss cheese, toasted the bread. Good
Hmm.
stuff. If
Never
only
had turkey bacon.
it tastes just like regular bacon, but it's better for you.
Wonder how many people you just upset by saying that.
Well, I don't care. Fight
They're gonna
me.
be at your, they're gonna be at your house throwing regular bacon at your fucking windows.
But yeah, um, this is the third week of the horror
Mhm.
subgenres, and we decided to do creature features.
Yes, yes, we did.
By
And other supernatural things.
yes,
See if you said.
hmm?
See what you were gonna say?
I forgot.
No.
hmm
Well, let's start things off with some creature features that we've watched, Dave.
Uh, I've watched The Wolfman.
Same, love it.
I've watched the original Wolfman and the I don't remember what year it came out. The remake with Del Toro in it. Good stuff.
It came out uh 2010, 09, maybe. Hang on, fact checking. Fact checking.
I'm not sure, but I know a group of us went to go see it when it came out, and one of our group wasn't 17, so he had to buy it.
2010.
Yeah, he bought a ticket to a different movie and then snuck in to the Wolfman. Fun stuff.
Oh yeah. I I think that's probably one of my favorite ones. Yeah. I think Fright Night, vampires,
hmm hmm Dracula.
and Dracula Untold. Ooh. Really should make
Mm.
another one in that series. Love that movie. Even if people didn't grow underwhelmed by it.
Jaws.
Jaws, yes. Um,
Lake
the new
Placid.
Jaws and Lake Placid gave me nightmares, man. Those fucking movies. It,
You know, your pause there, I thought you were going to say, Dave, I've never seen Lake Placid.
oh no, I think my dad loved those fucking movies. I used to have to. I would come home from school if he wasn't watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer and making very crude comments about Buffy and her friends. I would be walking into Lake Placid movie marathon.
Well,
Um, shit, what is it called? The Leprechaun movies. I'm gonna consider that a creature feature.
I mean, I guess you can.
He's not human. I'm gonna count that.
He's a creature.
Antlers, which I just watched.
Let's dive deep into it, sir. Explain what Antlers is.
So it is a movie that doesn't answer really any questions. So it starts off with like a little boy, maybe like 8, maybe uh, something like that, and he's with his dad. And, he's sitting outside in his truck waiting around. Dad shows up, and then the dad just walks off. He's like, "I got to go back to work. I'll be right back. We're gonna go pick up your brother." And it turns out when he's going into this building, you're thinking like, "Oh, he's doing some kind of construction or some shit. He's working on this building." No, there's a tunnel down there where him and his friend are making meth or some kind of drug. I don't fucking know. And then out of nowhere, there's like a fucking tunnel in there that somehow they've been doing this for I don't know how long. They just didn't know this fucking tunnel was there, even though it was not blocked, it was not covered, it was just there. And they got fucked up. And the dad turns into a Wendigo. Now, for anyone who doesn't know what a Wendigo is, it is like a Native American kind of creature. I don't know why I say kind of. As far as I know, it originated with Native Americans, to where humans that uh, would, you know, in like bad weather conditions, if they run out of food and they turn to eating other people, they would turn into a Wendigo, which is a creature that is always starving. It's always hungry, and it can never be satiated or satisfied. Satisfied? I can't talk. Jesus. Having a,
Satisfied.
I'm having a stroke. Jesus.
Do you smell burning
Um,
toast?
yeah, but that could just be my horrible ass toaster. So
I mean, I
I
did toast the bread in my for my sandwich, and the dial for the setting of the toaster has not been changed, and I felt like I could smell toast burning, and I freaked out, and I popped the toast, and it hadn't even started cooking the bread yet.
yeah, it's just that heating thing. It's weird. But yeah, so the dad turns into a Wendigo, which is weird because there's like like different versions of them in like different lore. So the dad is just like this, sickly man with his hair falling out and all this shit. He's always hungry. So the youngest son, no, he's the oldest son. The oldest son. The youngest son was with him. The youngest son, for some reason, is with the dad forever. I don't know why. They don't even answer why the dad doesn't try to eat the son or the other kid or anything like that. He can just walk in and out of the house, and like the son just stays with him. He doesn't try to kill him, doesn't answer any questions about it, nothing. And then you have a teacher who is, let's be honest, no teacher is like this in real life. I don't know any teacher that shows this much concern for a student, that he drew a very scary photo. Like, I don't know why. I guess it was a project or some shit you have to draw, or maybe they just confiscated his like drawings or whatever. Because he drew a monster, and they're like, these are signs of trauma. These are signs of abuse at home. And she fucking goes up there and no shit, and she just keeps picking her nose at it. What? Sticking her nose, not picking. Jesus, I can't talk. Uh, so then she gets the principal involved, and the principal goes up there, and she somehow stumbles into the room that was locked from the outside by the boy. Because this boy has figured this shit out to a science. He has bolted the fucking door and shit. Or well, the dad did that before he turned completely. But he's bolted the shit lock. And he just stays up and like falls asleep and listens to music while they're screaming and crying and all that shit. But the principal goes up there, lets him out, opens the fucking door, sees the little boy, freaks out. Dad fucking chomps her fucking neck, and then he turns into this giant fucking creature with like deer antlers and all that shit.
Sounds interesting. I feel like I don't need to watch it now.
Yeah, I'm not good at explaining shit, so fuck off. But it's not a bad movie. It's just it didn't answer any question like how did the dad turn into a Wendigo? As far as I know, they just got attacked by a previous Wendigo. So how the fuck did he turn into one? He didn't eat his fucking friend, but I guess because they killed it. In some lore, the Wendigo spirit, after it's killed, will go into another body. But
Could
I
have
guess
been.
it's either Thor, because then at the end of the movie, that shit happens again, and they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna have an antlers too." No, you're not. You're not. to.
Hmm.
This teacher was so fucking annoying. And her brother is like the Nazi guy off Jungle Cruise and something else. He was in something else I had just watched. I don't remember what it fucking was. I just watched this too. I don't know what it was. I've seen him before, and I didn't know he was in this movie.
I don't know. Haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a decent creature feature, but it had some good elements. So I'm gonna ask you this, Dave. Since I'm doing all the talking, I'm gonna give you a moment to talk. What do you think makes the best creature feature?
What do I think makes the best creature feature?
Yes.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, what elements makes a decent creature feature?
Well, you gotta have an interesting creature, for one thing. Uh,
Mm.
uh, One thing that I would like for them to remake. This is an interesting creature. It's called Cellar Dweller. It's a monster living in the like the sewers.
Pennywise?
Oh no.
Oh.
I, at first, it took me a minute to realize what the hell you just said.
Did you not hear me? Or is it just.
No, I heard you. I just didn't register in my head what you said.
Oh.
Um,
Oh, Gremlins. Gremlins also.
no,
Yeah.
let's not remake that. That's
No, the creature feature.
uh
But yes, let's remake it and make it like fucking gory and shit. Yes, let's do that.
no. Let's leave Gremlins
Yes.
alone.
They're gonna do it anyway.
We already have the less par sequel. We don't need a remake.
With Bat Gremlin and Spider Gremlin.
Um, I can't answer that because creature features aren't my. I don't seek them out. If that makes sense. If it's between, hey, here's a slasher movie and here's a creature feature, I'm probably gonna lean towards the slasher.
Gotta be an interesting slasher for me. It's gotta be something interesting. Like I just watched the Texas Chainsaw movie that we'll get into next week, the new one. And the only reason I watched it is because you kept talking about it. I was like, all right, we can talk about that on the podcast when we do slasher flicks. So,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and the other ones. But in my opinion, subtlety, atmosphere, and lore story, they make the best. Because like Jaws and a few other things, you don't want to overexpose the creature because then it just gets boring. You just keep seeing it.
Yeah, have it be mysterious.
Like dark figures moving in the shadows. Have like a black, a shrouded thing just like brush past. Go shoo shoo shoo. That. The music has to match. It can't be just this loud, fucking like kind of shit. You know. I don't know why. The first thing I thought of was fucking Psycho in the fucking shower, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to build up to that suspenseful shock, that reveal. And the lore, if you have um, a creature, and a lot of times they do it, people want to know about the creature. You don't want to be like, okay, we have a vampire. Let's go kill it. You're like, no, no, study up on it. For people who don't know anything about like certain types of vampires. Because like vampire lore, there's like 1,000 different kind of stories about them.
Pretty much.
Like fucking Vampire Diaries. I think the originals are vampires. I don't know.
Like Twilight,
We don't talk about that shit.
The Lost Boys.
I have no comment.
Yeah.
I'm like shifting my eyes around the room for some reason. I don't know why. Uh, even like werewolves, like the Teen Wolf with Michael J. Fox. That has its own different thing. The Wolf Man. The MTV series Teen Wolf, which is probably one of my favorites.
I'm
Yes,
glad.
I watch it.
I'm
Don't
glad.
judge me.
I'm glad you brought up werewolves, cause this movie just crossed my head. It's a Wes Craven movie.
Hmm.
It's called Cursed, and it has Christina Ricci and Jesse Eisenberg in it.
Wait. Is this the movie where the girl is driving on a road? She gets attacked, and it's by a female werewolf, and like they're fighting over some guy or some shit.
Yes,
Okay, I remember watching that. Well, parts of it now. I don't remember all of it, but I remember watching it. It was a good movie.
I did not like it.
You didn't like it? Why?
I didn't. The pacing of the movie just felt off to me.
Fair enough. Most shit like that is always off.
Plus, I'm pretty sure they had to cut a bunch of stuff out of it. This
Oh
is
yeah, they.
why they should leave horror movies as they are. They shouldn't have to cut around the censors.
Oh,
Because if the more you cut, the less the fucking story makes sense.
no, not always. The story shouldn't be impacted by the rating at all. If you're making a story that is purely like it has to be rated R, then it I don't know. Like a story shouldn't need a rating. You should be able to tell the story whatever. It's the added bonuses of the story that add to the rating. That's why in the end result, most people are going to hit PG-13 no matter what because for one, that's a more accessible audience to hit. More parents will be like, okay, let's go see a PG-13 movie. They might say, a few bad words, but we're not gonna hear them curse very badly. To a rated R movie where you see tits, ass, some cases other things like in the 80s, and then every other word in the dictionary comes out of there. But yeah, it seems like if you can make a really good PG-13 movie with story and you just add in like that extra like the gore, the stuff like that, and you can just be able to take it out and it have no issue on the story. That's what a good horror movie is, or creature feature, whichever.
Sure, sure.
Dave wasn't listening to that. He just took his headset off. He's just like, okay, is he done now? Oh,
Well, creature features, not really my thing. Supernatural movies like ghost movies, stuff like that, like The Conjuring.
I mean, I think they'd considered that stuff because ghosts and demons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Insidious movies like that. I like those. Paranormal Activity movies, very good. One movie that me and Ben were talking about last night, or the night before, I can't remember. Unfriended, which we were like, should we have put that in the found footage? Like, I don't know. It deals with the vengeful spirit, and it's through the lens of a laptop. But I don't know if it's happening in real time or if it's been saved onto the laptop. Don't know what's going on there, but
To be fair, I don't know anything about that movie. I just know it's people are in a fucking Skype call or whatever, and if they hang up or whatever, they die. I have no interest in any movies like that. They just seem boring to me.
Ben doesn't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in a lot of things, but I don't know. It's just this. If there's a ghost involved or a demon or some shit like that, I can get behind it. It's just this movie's got to be good. Like Paranormal Activity, I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, I don't see how any of this is gonna entertain. And it's just every time I've seen it, even like the Conjuring movies. I've never seen a Conjuring movie or Annabelle, mainly because that fuck that doll entirely because that doll is terrifying to look at. Ugh. But I don't know. Just I like I find out the story of them, and the story seems good, but it's just like I watch. I'm like I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna be invested in this. I'm just gonna be on my phone, like texting or looking up YouTube videos of anime or some shit.
Ben loves his anime.
I do. Can't wait for next month.
It's gonna be a treat.
Dave has homework, and he has yet to do any of it.
I haven't been assigned the homework, so
I told you what it was at work.
you give me like 5 different animes to watch, and you're like, watch all of it, watch all of it.
No, no, no. I told you just yesterday or the day before, since you're watching One Piece, to just watch one episode of the ones I gave you the list of, and if you find yourself invested, continue on with it. Like I said.
Next month. Recruit. I don't really have anything to add to the creature feature aspect. It's just not like you with the Conjuring movies, or like what you said. I don't really get invested in those. Like Jaws. I know Jaws is a classic, but it's just not. I don't I don't particularly like it. It's not.
Fair.
It's not because it's a shark. I'm not scared of the shark. I just don't. I don't know. It's hard to explain my brain right now.
Oh, the Meg, that'd be considered one.
Never seen that.
I thought that's a pretty good Jason Statham movie. God damn it, man. Fuck is with me at night. I can't talk. I'm tired. I don't know.
Yeah,
Ah,
tired too. It was a bad day at work tonight.
it was.
Yeah.
But I got to watch Supernatural while we waited around, so
I was watching
still
One
going.
Piece, so yeah.
Yeah, Dave, I gave Dave a challenge. He has to make it all the way to the time skip. We'll see how far he makes it. Before I have to go to his house and glue his eyes open to make him watch it. And I will.
But yeah. We're gonna cut this episode short this week because we'll probably go a little longer next week. Because slasher movies, lots to talk about.
Before we wrap things up, just remember the Super Bowl had just happened. The commercials were okay. Doctor Strange had a trailer where the X-Men have been confirmed. Patrick Stewart is involved. Can't wait. And if your team didn't win this year or make it to it, you'll better luck next year, people. And there's a Discord and all that. Join it. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment.
Hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Smack the bell. Make the bell tap out.
New podcast every Sunday, 12 o'clock Eastern Time.
And someone says, no, we don't tell people.
Yeah.
Gameplay videos come out on Tuesdays.
12 o'clock Eastern Time.
Other times figured out.
We have a gameplay coming out Tuesday of me and Ben. Just me and Ben.
Ben popped off.
He did.
Carry the team on my back.
Friendship. Friendship wins the day.
I wish we could have got the we need an editor to do photos. We could have had like our characters doing like the fucking arm grab. Like, you son of a bitch. Gotcha. Like an arm thing. I don't know what you want to
Like
call it.
From Predator. That's something.
Yeah.
Predator creature feature.
Alien in the Alien movies. You know?
Yeah. I like Predator movies. Alien I couldn't get into that much.
I haven't seen any Predator movies in a long ass time. I think the last one I remember seeing was the one where it's in town and they blow it up. I think. My memory is foggy as fuck on this.
Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Uh, Join the Discord, be in the link in the description below. Uh, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. It's been the podcast, the Worthless Ones podcast. I'm Dave,
I'm Ben.
and we'll see you guys next week when maybe, hopefully, we'll have a little bit more enthusiasm and a more pep in our step for the slashers. I know I
Ben
will.
will be telling people important news for the podcast's future.
Mhm. Mhm.
Probably could have did that tonight, but well.
Go for it.
Wait. Oh, I just had the full spiel. I got a new job, so I will no longer be working with Dave, and it'll be a sad transition. But fuck the place we work now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna try to keep the podcast going, but
First few weeks are going to be a little rough because they're going to have me on first shift to learn and train. So we will see how things go. If anything, we can always do it Saturday nights, but either
what?
way, we will get you this spicy content.
Yes. Yes. That all one of you listen to. So
I listen to it.
you are the one.
Yay!
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Deuce. Now I'm gonna beat my dick with a mallet.
Were you listening to the Jaws theme song in the background?
No, why?
I swear, I heard it when you said I'll beat my dick with a mallet.